Hey there everyone, I am Thacker. This is Soulmask. I have to say, I'm quite enjoying this so far, and I want you to know why. Now, first off, this is a game that kinda snuck past me. I try and keep my eyes open for different survival games that are coming out and pay a little bit of attention to them. Unfortunately, this one I missed completely until I saw it during the Steam. It was like an open world survival crafting fest, which was quite interesting. Saw a couple of things in there that we're going to be taking a look at. But this one, Soulmask, was getting ready to hit early access. So I decided to pick it up and take a look at it and see exactly what it's like. Now, a lot of people are going to say it's very similar to Qooland, and that's perfectly fine. It does take quite a few bits and pieces from there. But I think it does these in a very well done way. At least so far, especially for an early access title. So, I'm going to tell you guys about the 5 things that have me excited about this game and why I will be continuing to play it myself, probably streaming it for you guys, and even making some guides for it on the YouTube side of stuff. So, let's take a look at some things that have me quite excited about this game. Okay, first off, crafting. As you guys know, I am big into the crafting sides of, well, a lot of games, be it from Survival Fountain of Youth to Fallout 4, all the way to even more in-depth things like Factorio. You know, I love crafting. And the other thing I enjoy is the survival points of games. And this game does both really well, but I'm going to be talking about crafting specifically right now. So first off, we have a rather significant list of things that we can learn to craft. You can unlock these different tiers as you go on in the game. Right now, I'm still just early on, but like I said, I'm enjoying it, so I'm telling you guys why that's so. So, I think I'm going to make myself a new bone type of weapon. Currently, I'm really enjoying the bone spear, as well as the bladed weapons. But I am thinking that maybe I want to try out one of the bigger weapons. So I think we are going to make a great sword. So we'll learn the great sword. Wonderful. Easy. And then we will need to use this crafting station. Now, some of the stuff you can craft by hand. Other things will require a crafting station. And that goes a little bit further. Because for this, if we look here, we're going to be making this greatsword. I'm going to need 5 beast bones, 2 thick ropes, and 1 hardwood handle. Now, if I didn't have any of those, I would have to hand make some of them, and then I would also have to make over here the hardwood handle. So there is multiple stages to crafting your items. You have to go grab your resources, you have to refine them, you have to turn them into components, and then you can take those components and actually turn them into your item. But we're going to see if we actually have all those. So yes, it's a very in-depth crafting system, and one thing you have to do if it's you have to have all the stuff on your person, which is fine. So we're going to queue this up, and there you can see it's going to take about 60 seconds for this to finish. But I like in-depth crafting systems. It's one of the reasons why I like Factorio so much, because there are so many steps to doing what you need to do, whatever your goal is. You know, you have to build each component, and then you build new components, and then you add them to the big thing. So I like in-depth crafting systems. So that's one big plus for this game. The next thing we're going to talk about is very much related to this system. So let's get to that one right now. Okay, so the second thing we're going to talk about is the automation system. Now, as you gather more people into your clan, you go out there and you capture some folks, and you gather them into your clan, you can give them specific jobs around the place, kind of like you would in Qooland, but I just feel this system feels a little bit better. So right now I currently have a person that is out doing harvesting work. And if we go up over here, we can talk to this person. We can give them work. We can set up a series of jobs. So currently, this person is going to be running our crafting tables and then upkeeping our bonfire, making sure this thing never goes out, which means I don't have to do it. But I want to see this person do some crafting. So what we're going to do is we're going to come on over here. We're going to set up a series of crafting jobs. Specifically, we're going to do some bone tools for our other clansmen so they can, get resources better. So we're going to queue these up. And if we have everything we need, our person will come on over here and they will start to build. As you can see, she comes over. She'll go, oh, I'm building that. Okay, I need to get certain items, I need to get some bones because they're bone stuff. So she goes and grabs the items and then she will start to work on stuff. When she finishes it, she will go and take it and put it into its specific box where it needs to go. So this has a wonderful linked system where I might not be able to craft directly from a container when I'm doing it myself. They can go and get the components for themselves, which is quite nice. And I think the automation system is very well done here. It just feels good to me, which I quite enjoy. And it's just fun to watch them go around and do work. Okay, so third on my list is combat. Now, the combat is quite similar to what you have in Conan, but you know what? It's a good system that works well, so why not get more use out of it? It is based around different types of weapons, some short, medium range, some ranged weapons, and they all have different abilities. You have light attacks, you have heavy attacks, you have jump attacks. I would like to see some more attacks based on your directional movements. But also you can unlock new skills as you progress, which is great. So we're out here in the jungle, and we are going to be, hopefully, taking on some folks over here. So we're going to stick our head in here and see what type of trouble we can make. Now, like I said, it's based around like light and heavy attacks, but also things like blocking and parrying are quite important as well. So we're going to get into a fight here, and right off the bat, I am not good at this yet. I still have to get all the timings down, but I am really looking forward to... Oh, there we go, I got a parry. Nice. So we got a big hit there. These are super vulnerable. Roll over here until we get some more light. Yes, the combat system is quite enjoyable. Oh, we got stunned. We got hurt. Heal up. Ow. Or not heal up. There we go. So yes, the combat system is fun. What more can you say? It is a fun combat system, plus we get loot. Kill stuff, we get loot, and I'm a happy person. Yes, I'm really looking forward to seeing more of this combat system. I hope that they will kind of add in additional movements and combos and such, because it has a lot of potential, and it is very enjoyable. The fourth thing that I'm going to talk about is the character stat system, your character makeup. And I'm not talking about how you look, which it has a perfectly fine system for that. But more importantly, I'm talking about your stats and your build. And I really enjoy this system. Now, it could have been a really simple system where you get XP, you get stat points, and you put them into, your normal special stats, as it were. That's fine. I've done that. I'm focusing primarily on agility right now because that gives me bonuses to my dual-bladed or my dual-handed weapons, which I am quite enjoying. But the thing that I'm liking is the proficiency over here. I'm a big crafting guy. I enjoy crafting. And so what we can do is we can do just whatever skill. And the more we do it, the more XP and experience we get into it, the more proficient we will become. As you see here, I have like 15 of 50 on the logging, and it gives me certain innate benefits that are always there, passive things. And then if we look at harvesting, I have 30 of 50. This allows me to select a new bonus, and you get those at 30, 60, 90, and 120. You're capped at 50 right now, so we can't get all the way up yet, but if we look at these, so this one will give me more harvesting speed, more harvesting output, harvesting tool durability cost, and then stamina for when we're doing stuff. So this allows me to kind of increase even more so by being able to choose something that I want. And for me, I'll take output. I want more stuff. But it's not just crafting. It's also your weapon skills. We look at our weapon mastery here. As you can see, I've been using primarily the spear and also these dual-bladed two-handed swords, which I just find fun. Now, the more that you use them, the more proficient you get. And I'm about to reach proficiency 30 here. And once you reach this level, you have a chance to unlock a new ability. So hopefully I'm going to be unlocking this ability fairly soon. But I do like how you progress with the weapons and you do get better with them. It's not just that you know how to use them right away. You got to improve. Lastly, let's talk about our Soulmask itself. It's the name of the game. It's kind of what everything is built around. So what is your Soulmask? Well, this is a mask that has a lot of different powers in it, but it is damaged, it's broken, it's busted, and you need to fix it back up to regain those powers. You do that by finding various crystals out in the world. And when you get those crystals, you can come and plug them into the different bits and pieces here. Now, what I'm really looking forward to, and I can't do it quite yet because I need one more level up here, is I want to get this guy, which is the dual blade memory unit. This will give me additional combat proficiencies when I'm using my dual blades. But there are a lot of things here that we got. This gives us better crafting speed. If we look at this here, we can do a better proficiency growth rate in things like food or things like logging. So you have like some crafting skills. Down here we have skills for repair. When we repair these, we get a new skill. This one is the energy consumption for our mask. And up here we have more of the combat stuff. And so it's just an enjoyable little system. And you'll find these crystals usually at different ruins. And when you get them, you can just plug them in when you need to upgrade these abilities. So, like I said, I'm kind of saving up for stuff, but some of these things I could grab just to show off. So it's like here, this will give us the ability to identify enemies within 10 meters of us. It's like, okay, cool. There we go. So now we have an upgraded mask, and we can do that with any of these different things. It's like if we look at this, this gives us mask perception detection distances of creatures increased by 10 meters, boosting the detection distance to 40 meters. And you might go, what is that? Well, that's one of our max special abilities. And if we hit Q, we'll see this little distortion wave that goes out from us. And that kind of then highlights different things that are dangerous to it, be they people or animals. And so we can upgrade this mask and just make it suited to our purpose. Now, when you start the game, you can get a choice of different masks. And I don't know if you can get those later in the game or if those are just at the beginning. But if they are at the beginning, I'm excited to do playthroughs with those masks because they kind of have different builds. And it might be enjoyable to try those all out. The fifth and last thing that I'm going to be talking about is the feel of the game. And part of that is kind of based on the visuals, but also it's just this overwhelming size. Now the graphics to it are actually pretty solid. Although I'm not too keen on the god rays and the kind of dustiness to stuff, but it's a small thing to worry about. But when you are out here in the jungle, it feels like you are in something very thick, you know? It feels like there's a lot of stuff around you. And you are very, very small in comparison to everything else. So it's just this, the whole world feels big. You know, you just feel like a very small piece in this overall world. And that becomes even more apparent when you pop open the map and you go, wow, I really am in a very big world. It's like, I've been running for a while now, and I'm just in this small area I've been hanging out by my base. And this is your opening starting area, which is pretty decent sized. And then you scroll out and you go, oh, wow, there is so much more in this world to explore. So it's not just how it looks and how it makes you feel. It's how the entire map is, and it just makes you feel very small in that you have so much to do. And that is my 5 reasons why I believe that you guys should take a look at Soulmask. I almost missed this one. I'm glad I didn't, and I don't think you guys should miss it either. When it comes to a survival crafting game, so far it has been a lot of fun. If you do like Soulmask and you enjoyed this content, and you are looking for future content on it, I'm going to be making it, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you can be notified when that content is released. If you have any thoughts or comments, questions, leave those down below and I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. I read everything, and if I have information or answers to your questions, I do try and answer everything that I can. Special thanks to you guys who have decided to help support the channel by becoming members. Thank you very much for that. I very deeply appreciate that support. All right, guys, this one I think has a lot of potential. This has been like the year of survival games, and I think this is another wonderful addition to this survival year. All right, everyone, you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.